Hi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Today we have a really quick sequence to help loosen up your hamstrings. We are going to start with the hip flexors and then go to hamstrings just because they impact each other so much. If you're looking for significant gains in your flexibility, you're going to want to stick to the longer stretch sequences that have the full warm up and they really get through the range of motion. But sometimes you only have 10 minutes. So we're going to do a really quick sequence here and we'll get started. So we're gonna start standing up and you're gonna want a bookcase or a wall or a chair, something to hold on to just for stability. So why don't you face that way?
Oh, okay, fine.
So we're gonna start with your right leg and just gently swing it forward and then back. As you go backwards, the tendency is to kind of turn it out, but we wanna stretch the front. So as you go backwards, just think about kicking your cute booty. Just swing back and forth a few times just to get the front of the leg warm. Enjoy the fun sound. Good, and then switch to the other leg. Just back and forth. Just starting to warm up the front of the leg. Are you feeling it, Max?
Nope.
Okay.
I barely feel anything.
Bring your foot closer to your booty when you come backwards. There you go.
Still nothing.
All right.
Oh well.
Oh, well, indeed. Good, and now you're gonna turn sideways to the chair or the wall or whatever you have. And you're gonna think the belly button down as you inhale down. And exhale, roll up. So we're gonna do a cat-cow standing today. And exhale, roll. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, come up. Just getting things warmed up. The height of the object you choose depends on how flexible your hamstrings are. Good. All right. Go ahead and come down to the ground and we'll do it. So the first thing we're gonna do is start lying on our back. Your left leg can stay bent or you can straighten it. You'll get a greater stretch through your hip flexor if you straighten the leg. But if you're very tight or if this starts to put a lot of pressure on your lower back, you'll want to keep the knee bent. So you're gonna hug your right leg in towards your chest. You're gonna hold underneath the knee, underneath the quad, onto the actual hamstring muscles, wherever works for you. Actually, I changed my mind. Everybody should hold on the back of their thigh. And then keeping your knee where it is, we're gonna straighten the leg as close to straight as you can get it, but I don't think you're gonna make it all the way straight. If you can make it all the way straight, you probably didn't hug your knee in close enough. So we're just gonna come back and forth through this range of motion. Make sure you're keeping your leg parallel. So as you straighten your knee, you should see the top of your foot, not your ankle bone. Good, and switch. Your hamstrings are probably not the same level of flexibility, so you might need to adjust your right leg. So if you had your leg straight on the other side, you may or may not put it in the same place. It just depends on how flexible you are on each side. So hug your knee in, grasp those hands right along those hamstring muscles on the back of the thigh, and inhale, straighten the knee as far as you can, and exhale down. You okay there, Max?
Yeah, I'm honestly laughing because this is legitimately as far as I can go.
That's
90-degree angle.
90 degrees is actually a good amount of flexibility. I think any sports medicine person would tell you that's a great starting place. Inhale as you straighten the leg, and exhale, relax as you come in. Good, and go ahead and sit up. Good. We're gonna face the front. Your right leg leg's gonna go to the side, your left leg is just nice and relaxed.
Oh wait, that's my left leg. Ah.
It's okay, as long as you use both legs, I'm not picky. So, but your hips need to be, yeah, you wanna make sure, okay, do you see how your hip bones are facing that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your front. So when I say fold forward, your head's gonna go that direction,
Oh,
not straight to the camera. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And also, I can't bend forward. Fun fact.
So let's have you sit on this folded blanket. So lift your hips up. There you go, sit back. Does that give you a little bit more range of motion?
Honestly, I have so little to begin with that I'm not sure.
Okay, well let's have you sitting up on a little boost. Okay, so one leg is out. Sit up nice and tall to start. And exhale forward. And inhale back up. Good. So we're just going to work through this range of motion with your breath. And back up. And going down. And back up. And down. And back up. And down. One more time. And back up. Good. Switch legs. So take your left leg out. You can just, your body can stay, nope, stay right there. You can just switch. Just take your leg out. You got space.
Okay.
Good.
If you say so, ma'am.
I like that. Okay, sitting up nice and tall.
Oh yeah, I should do this.
Yep, very good. And folding forward. And back up. And forward. And up. Nice breath, Max. You're doing a good job of linking those up. And forward. And up. Was that 4 or 5? I lost count.
I think it was 3.
Well, then we definitely need to do one more. And up. Good. Okay. So for this next one, Max, you're probably going to want to stay on a little bit of a boost.
Okay.
So why don't you just turn your feet that direction, and I'll turn my feet this direction. Good. So your legs are out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Bend your knees. Not quite that far. You see how I'm doing it? Yeah. You want your feet? Yeah. Good. So separate your feet just a little bit so your knees are in line with about your shoulders. Good. Yeah, you're good. Yep. Inhale nice and tall. And exhale, fold forward, flex your feet. Grab those toes. And up. And grab those toes. Even if you're able to do this fold with straight legs, we want to keep the knees bent because it gets more into the center portion of the muscle. Whereas doing it with straight legs tends to be on either the origin or the insertion point. We want to make sure we're getting the belly of the muscle. All right, and if you want to, option to move the heels out and have the knees less bent, or you can keep them where they are. Keep your knees from touching each other. Good, you can go back to the bend you had before if you want.
I know, I just wasn't feeling anything.
Okay, reach forward for your toes. And up, do you feel it there?
No, but it's as far as I can really go with flat feet, so...
Don't have flat, yeah, you want your feet flexed. Yeah, so your toes in the air.
For this part.
Ah, okay.
But then when I inhale again, it has to be flat, right?
No, you can keep them flexed. Otherwise,
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. This isn't really all about your ankle flexibility. And up. All right, option just to straighten the knees a little more if you want. Keep them a little bit bent or a lot bent, whichever you want. Inhale tall, exhale forward.
Okay, now I'm feeling it.
Good, and inhale up.
But now my knees are instinctively turning towards each other.
That's not the end of the world. And up. And forward. And up. That's it. That's our very quick little hamstring workout. So you can do that whenever you have just a couple minutes.
Wait.
Okay, so there you have it. That's just a quick
quick little something that you can do. You can do it in the morning when you get up. Don't do it while you brush your teeth, because if you lose your balance, you're gonna stab your cheek and get a big canker sore. Trust me. You can do it when you get home from work. You can do it if you have just like a couple extra seconds, but that'll help to get some length in your hamstrings, a little bit in your hip flexors. If you find that you're stretching your hamstrings a lot and you've hit some kind of plateau, you probably need to work on your hip flexors. And yes, I have videos for that. So thank you so much for being here. And as always, please comment below. What kinds of stretches do you want? What kinds of things am I doing where you think, nope, I don't want that at all? And go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.